At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to another episode. What up, John May? Indeed, you are first. What's going on, brother? Hope all is well. Hopefully your Wi-Fi situation is all taken care of. We can get your Zen and all the other good stuff going, your Solo core, all that. But yeah, let's good day today. Gotta love it when there's green in the market, right? It seems like every time I pop on here that we got a super bloody day. But, look at this, loving it. The tides have started to turn on the week. I mean, look at that. I mean, I think, oh, wow. Is that even flare up on the week now? Look at so look at that. We are straight up green across the board. Bit finesse, what up, my man? Pumps on the way down. Yeah, originally I thought this was like a short squeeze up to like 20, 21K, but now I'm starting to think that this we've kind of bottomed and a lot of people were on the sidelines waiting. When the narrative from basically everybody is we're going down, 10K, 10K, 10K. And after the FTX collapse, and we kind of just hovered around 15, 16, I thought that was pretty much the bottom. And I think the bull trap is going to be up around 30K. Once the narratives are bullish again, Bitcoin's going to 50K, 100K or whatever. Then people are going to start to get FOMO back in. We're going to 50K. Let's go. And then bam, we'll probably slam right back down to 16K. But, we'll see. I don't know. David, what up, David? Appreciate you stopping by. We'll see what it is. 24, 25. That could be, they're these huge 25, these 30, these huge psychological numbers are usually resistance that I typically look at 20K too, so if we can break 24, 25 and then head up to 30, I think 30 is going to be where the bull trap actually is. That's when the retail noobs will start to FOMO back in, and a nice 50% dip for them will be welcome to start the year off. That's what I think is going to happen. But I could also make a case for, right now that everything is way oversold. And we're the market, once the Fed pivots, and the narrative is the Fed's slowing down or, eventually we're reversing course, the markets tend to crash after that. So I don't know if we're in a unique situation because of all the money printing, all the nonsense that happened with the economy shutting down and money, going to people that just dumped it into crypto, honestly, and other collectibles. But we'll see. Either way, that's why we just got to be prepared for both sides of this situation. If this is the bottom and we're going up from here, are you prepared? And if we are going to come back down, are you going to be ready to catch that dip? So it's getting ready and playing both sides that leads to the most success. My thing is always expect the unexpected in crypto. And we just saw it. Everybody was 11K in prey, kind of including myself. For a second, I was like, yeah, Richard is right. After FTX collapsed, and then it was like, wow, what's the collateral damage from there? Is Genesis going down? Is DCG going down? Gemini? The FUD got crazy, but Bitcoin never dropped below really 15. So was FTX and all the stuff they were doing, all the just nonsense behind the scenes, was that the reason the market was dumping? Were they literally causing half of the sell pressure with what they were doing? I don't know, but we'll see. Maximum extraction, correct, Mobius, and max pain. That's what we'll get. However, the market can deliver max pain to the retail investor is what will happen. So chopping sideways, getting people excited at 25K, we're going to 30 and then slamming down. If we break through 25 and we get up to 27, 28, we're going to 50K. And then we won't even hit 30. We'll probably slam back down. But, I could be wrong. I could be wrong about all this. I didn't see that big. Yeah, it closed above the weekly. And there's another cross of like the 200 weeks are about to cross, I think, for the first time ever. I forget exactly. It was just on a stream I saw earlier today, but I'm not much of a TA person. I kind of just am look at the market, look at the macro. Obviously, TA is good to look at, but to base everything off charts, not really, not how I do it. I'm driving, so I'll be listening, not writing as much because I'm going to get in. Yeah, do not do that, bro. There's nothing here that you need to see. I promise. You can listen to all of it. Unless you want to see my HEX swag, that's understandable. Love this this HEX hoodie right here. From Hexpo. This thing is awesome. And then obviously the pulse chain hat. Got to represent, And then I don't know if any of you guys saw the LED backpack that Lindsay got me for Christmas. I wore it out the other night and it was really cool. It switches every 3 seconds between different crypto. So I programmed I only had a couple minutes to do it, so I just threw what I had images of on there, but it was pretty cool. I thought it was sick looking. People just look at it, they're like, "Whoa, what is that?" So instead of rocking a stupid designer backpack advertising for someone else, why not pump our own bags? But yeah, so the bubble's looking great on the day. FTX down 15%. I was wondering where you could trade this because 75% in a week, I mean, that's a big gain. So after doing some snooping around, Atomic Wallet. I've been talking about this quite a bit on streams. It's one of my favorite hot wallets to use. You have your own private keys for this, so you control everything on here. And what I love about it is they have staking right on here, which is fantastic. I have Near staked on here, and I did have my Zilliqa staked on here, but I did not like it because they took 3 weeks to once you initiated it took 3 weeks to get it. And I just didn't feel comfortable with that. So I pulled it off and I'm staking my Zilliqa now through my ledger. But Near, when you unstake it, it's only like 1 day, I believe. You have to wait. So it's not bad at all. And you can it's 11% yield. So why not? And then there's also staking for Hedera on here, Osmosis. The APYs are decent too. Osmosis is 11%, Hedera 6.5%. Elrond, Eagle. So Eagle is now Multiverse X. That's right. Elrond rebranded. That's right. So 8.5%, 9.5%. Not bad. Solana 7, Cardano 5, Cosmos 10, Icon. So there's decent staking. I have VeChain on here. It's not much, a couple $100 just to get the VThor. There's nowhere else to get it. And then with the exchange on here, there's cross-chain swaps on Atomic Wallet. So, if I wanted to get FTX right now, I can get it on Atomic Wallet here. I'm sure you get it on Uniswap, but for people that are newer, don't want to have to go through all that, there's a huge selection of coins on here. And I'm thinking of getting some Theta. That's the one bag that I really am pondering. So I'm thinking about swapping a little bit of my Pulse Doge since it was free, and maybe swapping like 50 of them or something for some Theta and some T Fuel. I just something in my gut tells me that Theta is gonna be really big in the next couple of years, but not financial advice. Who the hell am I? Could be completely wrong. But just looking at the biggest gainers in the last 24 hours, and Veracity is sitting up there in the third spot on Atomic Wallet. And that's a coin that I have been super, super bullish about, and also love it because of the staking. There's 18.5% APY on Veracity staking. So not only is this coin at like rock bottom prices, if you look at the chart, this coin and so Veracity is basically a social media YouTube substitute. It pays you to watch YouTube videos, I believe. I might be confusing it with XCAD on the Zilliqa ecosystem. But yeah, it is. Veracity TV is another product aggregate for YouTube, Twitch, and publishers. Advertisers are not willing to spend as much money on current platforms because they're not confident they're humans looking at them. Veracity's proof of view protocol layer detects and eliminates fraud in real time. It uses over 200 touch points to ascertain whether humans or bots are watching a video. So that's massive for me. That solves a huge problem we have right now. Is if you're an advertiser and you pay to get a certain amount of likes, clicks, or whatever, you want to know that those aren't just bots, and they're not even real people. So Veracity here, I really like that. And then with their on-chain NFTs, it'll make it more valuable and add as an extra layer of authentication to ownership claims. And like I said, this coin is at rock bottom. The market cap is 38 million. I bought this in the last bull run and sold it and left myself a little bag and then staked it. So it's just been sitting there. And I'm thinking that I might want to add to that position. So it launched in the middle of the bear market in 2019. So from when it launched, it went 7 months without doing anything, literally nothing. And then went up to 8.6 cents. So 0.0005 all the way up to 8 cents. So, I mean, it was basically HEX up to 8 cents. And then it's now retraced to a fifth of or a quarter of a penny. And this is when I like to start entering. Just looking at this chart, I mean, that looks like we have bottomed and started to trend upwards. Like I said, I'm not a TA guy, but where's the 1 year? I mean, if we start and kind of draw a trend line coming down here, I think we're starting to break it. But regardless, even if we haven't broken it, I mean, we are at 0.033. So even if we fall back down to right here where we were, it's like a 30%, 40% dip. So the downside risk to this coin is minimal, and you can just stake it and get 18.2%. So if the coin dumps 20%, you'll negate that with your staking right there. So your downside risk is really, I would say 20. Obviously, anything can happen in crypto, yada, yada, yada. And it's got maybe 25, 30% max. So your downside risk of 30% and the upside back to its all-time high, is, man, what's that? Well, let's see. So we'd be at 3x to a penny. So look at the 10x, basically 11x to get up to back to its all. No, what am I doing? Wow, I'm just brain dead. Sorry, about a 30x to get back to its all-time high. So keep an eye out on Veracity. These are the coins that you're not going to hear about until they're pumping like crazy, or all the influencers have their bags packed. And I mean, look at this chart. A couple in the middle of the summer, it was right at the hex, my hex entry point, 7/10 of a penny. We're half of that right now. So I'm actually gonna get a little bit more. I'm gonna probably swap. I mean, I don't have much. I only have what like 46,000 of them, which is what it's pleb status. But I want to. I'm gonna add some more. I'll probably sell like let me see how much I have, just so you guys kind of know how I do this. I'm not retired off crypto yet. Hopefully someday. But all right, so I have $168 left. I think I might have left all the altcoins I had in the last bull run. I left myself about $250, $300 of all the bags. And some of them have tanked from there and dropped to, I mean, look at Altura. I mean, down to $134. And then you have Fetch AI. We'll talk about that in a second. Singularity Net. Those have started to pump like crazy. So I'm going to add actually, so if I only have $168, I'll probably sell swap maybe 20 Pulse Doge or 15 Pulse Doge for some VRA, and then add it to my stake here and continue to get 18.25% on that. I really think Veracity has a massive, massive future. I'm super bullish on it. I had found it in the last bull run, and they continued. I've been following their Twitter throughout this whole bear market, and constant engagement. I mean, some of these tweets have the biggest engagement I've seen on all of friggin' Twitter. I mean, it's insane. I mean, look at these tweets. So January 13th, 2,300 likes. I rarely see that from any crypto community. The biggest, out there. I mean, obviously besides your Mark Cubans and Kevin O'Leary's and the biggest guys, but as far as coins, I rarely see stuff with 800,000, 2,000 engagements. So that to me is super bullish. Community is almost everything right now in crypto. If Hex didn't have the community it had, I don't know if it would have survived. Or I'm sorry, I don't know if it would be where it's at right now. I think it would have dipped well below a penny. So communities are going to be a necessity for projects moving forward. If you don't have a cult like Shiba Inu, Hex, XRP Army, like that diehard following, you're not going to survive. So Veracity, I just love what they're doing. So, not financial advice, but keep an eye out on it. So what's this? Staking extension till March 31st, 2024. Wow. Okay. So Veracity is pleased to announce that staking will be extended through the 31st of March, 2024 at 15%. The new rate will be introduced April 1st of this year. The current rate remains the same until that date. So we're going to be that's going to drop us 3%. But you know what? I'm super happy. So I'll be able now to get 15%. Well, it's going to be like 15.5 if you average here from here on out with the 18 now. So being able to now average, 15.5% on this coin until basically the heart of the bull market, April 2024. That's going to be after the Bitcoin halving. I mean, man, a year and 3 months from now. Wow, that's going to be, I can't wait. So the fact that I can now add to this bag with a free airdrop that I got, right, with Pulse Doge for staking Hex, or honestly, if I didn't, I might actually keep the Pulse Doge and mint my Hedron and swap that instead of dumping the Pulse Doge, because the Hedron just keeps coming. So that actually is probably a better play. And I will do what I was tweeting about earlier with the Pulse Doge. And I missed out on Theta, last bull run. And it's just one of the coins that, I think is going to be big in the future. And I think swapping out some Pulse Doge for that and some T Fuel could be the play. but I don't know. We'll see. No one knows what the future holds. You can only make your best guess. And for anyone new to crypto or knows somebody that wants to get in or is hesitant to get in, we will be launching Lindsay's planner that she created in the next few days. We are creating a Telegram group right now, so we're looking for 100 people that would come in and give us a positive review on Amazon when we launch. We really want to try to hit the algorithm there. So if you would like to do that, please let us know, and we will get you a free copy of the planner so you can have it for yourself. You can give it to someone you know. Obviously, we're gonna trust you that you don't turn around and whatever, give out thousands of them for free, and that's why we're gonna be doing a referral link of 20%. So anybody that wants to help us out and put up a link to the planner, anyone that sells from your link will give you 20% back, and they're going to be either $15 or $20 a piece. So you'd be getting $3-4 per one that's sold, and it's you don't have to do anything. It's just clicking a couple buttons. So if you'd like to join the Telegram and help out, would really appreciate that. You can reach out to Lindsay or myself or Facing Reality. He set it up for us because I am horrible at technology and could not figure out how to start a new Telegram. So yeah, look, this is exciting. Let's see, ETHW, what are we at? $4, 374. All right. So, I went with my gut. I could be wrong and crippled myself, but I went and unstaked or emergency and staked my 3 next closest HEX stakes to being due and swapped them all out for ETHW. I ended up getting like 15 of them and sold them at $11 a piece. Maybe I don't know when, in November-ish, when it was all launching, if that's when it was around here like $11. And now we're down to 374. So I don't know what's going on with ETHW, if there's any people using it or not. But I just think when Pulse Chain launches and we have ETH, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and Pulse Chain. And are people going to really even go and care about ETH there, ETHW? I feel like it's going to be just more headache than anything. So I went and I dumped it all. And I think with that 11 ETHW, I bought 78 flow coins and staked them on Kraken, because Kraken was one of the few places that ETHW you were able to trade it. So I sent it in there, sold them all off, and swapped them for flow and staked them. So flow was just a degen play that I heard on Paul Barron Network about and was interested. So I figured 75 coins or whatever, get a little bit of interest, and in 5-10 years, who knows what could happen. So looking at HEX on Lunar Crush here, we are up in social contributions 53%, market cap up 25% of price, and we are sitting at number 596 out of 4,100 coins. And HEX is the number one influencer, followed by K4K and then KDP. So that is that with Lunar Crush. Check this site out. If you don't know, you can create an account on here. I did it. You have to start a ZillPay wallet for Zilliqa, and I'm bullish on Zilliqa. Again, it's another coin that I had from the last cycle. I kept a bag of maybe like 15,000 or something and have them staked and just kind of playing around with the Zilliqa ecosystem. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Hold on one second. All right, sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties here. All right, there we go. All right, so the ZillPay wallet is the hash pack for Hedera MetaMask for basically Ethereum, your Zoom wallet for XRP, Lobster wallet for Stellar, your Kepler wallet for X for I gotta know this. Eagle's gonna kill me, but ZillPay, this is the wallet. You get your seed phrase, write it down, you hold all your keys, and then Lunar Crush is a coin in the ecosystem. I didn't even know. I bought it based on some a tip I had gotten from a DGen group, Telegram group I'm in. And come to find out, it's the same Lunar Crush I've been using and searching for social metrics for cryptos. So you actually could stake your coins on the website, which I didn't even know. So I took my bag and staked them on here, and it's getting 18% on that. And then on top, you get daily rewards. So for using the website, you get bonuses and points. So for you, the longer you're on the site, you get more coins. The more you interact and like stuff, and complete their opinions. They have little vote things on here. You start earning points, and it's really cool. I really like it, and it's just, again, it's free money. So I have my ZillPay wallet that I hooked up to there, which is the X7 one. And then you get a native wallet in ZillPay, and you start earning your coins in there. And then you can just send them out to your other wallet or stake them. So just for using and checking, right? So if we want to look to see what Bitcoin's doing today, let's check Veracity. That's a good idea. Let's look at Veracity. So I'm going to save Veracity, and look at that. So we are up a ton all across the board. We're up on social metrics, which is, indicative of the price being up 44% now. I don't know if that is right or not, but let's see. No, I don't know where is that for the week, month? I'm not sure, but regardless, that it's a cool site. You use it to get a feel for how things are doing on socials, and then earn free coins while you're doing that. It doesn't get much better than that. Doing research and getting paid to do it. Really cool. So let's check out HEX's global ranking here and see what they say. So we're a 54.5 out of 100 on the Galaxy score, where Bitcoin is a 55. So I don't know what that is, but we're up there with Bitcoin. Galaxy score is a combined measure of the indicators used to correlate and understand the overall health, quality, and performance of a project. All right. So yeah. Moving on, Texan token. Rags will be here. Torin, what's up, my man? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate the support. Still digesting the Facing Reality stream, and I'm facing it myself, I think, actually a little bit today. So that was hilarious last night. And though half of that dynamic duo will be on tomorrow morning. Rags and Facing Reality will be on to talk about Texan token, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are shooting for. We might be a minute or two late, but just kidding. We'll be right on time. And can't wait to talk to Rags about what's going on. The community and the movement behind this is what really interests me, is that this Texas nationalist movement. And I just haven't had time myself to look into it. There's so much going on in crypto, and in my personal life, just so busy with with other things that have not had a chance to look at this. So I really want to talk to Rags and get the scoop. I think this is awesome, you know, and I'm all on board. So can't wait for that. Thanks for the stream. I invited him, but I guess he's busy or something. He was talking about building some drones that could get over an ice wall undetected or something. I'm not. I don't know where he was going with that, but he Facing Reality has a open invite to this show anytime, any day, every time I'm streaming, and he knows that. So yeah. Corin, I don't know if you saw this, but Veracity, this is just a coin that I'm super bullish on. It's not even in the top 200, so it won't. Oh wow, here we go, top 500. Here we go. So there's Veracity. All right. So on the week, okay, so 45% on the week. That's where that other one was. So Veracity is going to change the way um YouTube and stuff works. They have a system that identifies with 200 different metrics that it's actually a human watching it and not a bot. So I'm super bullish on Veracity, the project, and it's down in the dumps, from where it was at 3.5 cents. This Web3 and social media type coin, and their staking in here is 18%, and they just announced that they are dropping it down to 15%, but increasing it for another year. So it'll run through March of next year. So we'll be able to get 15%. And this is at a coin. I mean, just look at the amount of interaction they have on these tweets. 1,600 likes, 2,300 likes. I mean, this is a massive project. So it's rock bottom prices. So not financial advice, but something that I'm going to get a little more of and add to it. Stake it till the middle of the bull run. I mean, buying at the complete pretty much bottom. I mean, this thing had a crazy run up to 8.5 cents, almost 9 cents, and we're at a third of a penny. So not financial advice, but yeah, check that out. Really bullish on Veracity. I'm looking at two. I'm in Oklahoma, so close already. Probably gonna move to Texas. Heck yeah, Texas would be awesome to live in. I would move there for sure, So and yeah, Torn. I just like Veracity was one of those coins from last bull run that I found it, but I think it was just a little early. Same thing with like Filecoin. I just think we're not ready for their use case yet and what they bring. So like the centralized storage and cloud storage with Filecoin is going to be massive in the future. So I'm loading up on that. And then these two right here, AGIX and Fetch AI, are both bags that I had from the last bull run, and I didn't even sell them. I literally I sold, obviously took some profits, but I kept like half my bags. I got wrecked on them, but I don't care. I'm keeping them. I just have a really, really, really confident feeling that the AI gaming and like streaming is going to be kind of the and tokenization are going to be the niches of the next run that make headlines, I guess. And kind of Storage J, this is another one too, competitor to Filecoin. If for some reason Filecoin doesn't work out with their partnerships with Lockheed Martin, with some of the other huge names that they're working with, Storage J, this could be an alternative hedge bet for that. So, your cloud storage, Filecoin and Storage J, one of the two, I would imagine, over the next 5 years is gonna crush it. Yeah, so it sold my Fetch for HEX, almost everything. Yeah, see, that's where like I try to tell. It depends if you have your HEX bags packed, right? If you have your stakes ladder. Like for me personally, like I'm a open book. I don't care. Where was coin market cap? Well, oh well. So my problem is that I am I have almost I don't have too okay, there you can never have too much hex, right? So I'm almost over leveraged in hex where I'm since I'm staked out, I did what that last bull run, I sold almost all my bags for hex and staked them out for, did a nice ladder. But now looking back on it, I kind of regret doing that. I wish I didn't just sell everything and lock it up. I wish I kind of kept it liquid so I could diversify back. But I just I'm good with hex right now. When with almost 40 grand worth, I need to start stacking up on other bags. And since all my hex is locked, I can't touch it. So I'm taking like Hedron that I'm minting, and I'm gonna swap some of that for Veracity and like Fetch AI and AGIX. I just think these AI coins have a ton of run to room in the future. They're now up on the year, which is crazy. I mean, this coin is up 350% in a month. I mean, so all these people for people that are just sitting in hex and they have no exposure to other coins. I mean, look at that month, 350%. Even if you took 2% of your hex and you swapped it out for AGIX, a month or two ago, and a couple other coins, the opportunity cost for holding hex, it's almost it crushes me when other coins pump like crazy. And it's like, man, I sold that for hex. And yeah, hex is pumping 10-15%, but I don't see a 70% pump coming in a week until Pulse Chain comes out, or there's word pulses coming out. So I like to I mean, everyone's different, but for me, I'm diversified in a bunch of different alts. And, this is out of my whole bag, out of all my bags. I mean, the last 24 hours, you see Veracity is doing the best, Fetch AI, Singularity Net, Altura, which is a gaming coin. And there's another one that is at rock bottom prices. And again, same thing. I have it staked getting like 9% interest. So almost all these coins that you see on this list I have are staked, and that's the reason I have them. Same thing with Casper. Casper Networks is an awesome ISO play. I mean, this is basically ETH 3.0 is what Casper is right now. What ETH is moving towards in the future, they're going to eventually migrate with Casper to form the grand plan is how I believe and read it to be. And not many people know about Casper, and this coin is massive. They're for like businesses and financial messaging and the like supply chains and logistics. Casper is going to be really big. And I have this again, same thing. Casper, I have staked through my ledger on their website, casper.live. And, I staked like 7,800 was the initial amount I staked 8 months ago. And now I'm up to 9,800. So I've made 2,000 of them, in 8 months. And I don't know what happened, but somehow I got like a massive allocation of Casper in my bag because 1 year, 10%, I have 1,000 staked. I'm going to get 1,000 coins. So how the hell in 8 months have I gone up 2,000 coins? I haven't really done anything else. It was really cool. I thought something was wrong. So I was up to 8,000 after 4 months. And then all of a sudden my total balance said 95 or whatever. So I unstaked it or undelegated it to see if there was an error. And then I delegated it back. And sure enough, there was 9,500 were there and I did not buy any more. So I don't know how I got an extra 1,500 coins, but that's the luck, I guess, when you hodl and think long term. And wow, now we're actually at 10.5%. This was under 10% when I started, and now it's over 10.5%. So that's another coin that, I'm I'm not stacking any more of. I have other things that I want to add on to, but just another ISO play with like XDC. And then, Kusama, another coin that I have staked on Kraken, getting almost 10%. And with the parachains, Polkadot interoperability, I really like Kusama, and I have a bunch of Polkadot, but that's staked on my iTrust Capital IRA. So, I have both of those. And then I have Darwinia, which is Ring. That's like the super degen play. It's like a micro alt. And that's one of the parachains on there that I think might do well, but, could get wrecked. And then Gala too. That's another coin that people always FUD because of the tokenomics. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is bad. The circulating versus the diluted, the market cap versus the fully diluted. But again, we're entering in a bull market, and you know everything pumps during a bull market. And look at this in the last month. We've almost 300% or something like that. I think Gala's done, and I bought Gala basically right at the bottom 2 months ago, and I could not be happier. I really am trying to diversify into gaming and like the AI, not Twitch, but like Veracity, streaming, Lazilica, Metaverse, like those type of plays. And we'll see. The reason I'm in these coins is because the last bull run in 2019, I was getting into Cardano, I was getting into Polkadot, I was getting into Cosmos, getting into Matic, all the coins that we found and identified, all but two of them. And those two, one of them was my fault for going to the wrong website, but YFDI was the only other coin that ended up doing horrible. But if you took your profits and got in when we did, I mean, we did phenomenal. We got in like October of 2020. So it was like $600 around, or $700, right around here. And it ran all the way up to 8K. This is showing 12, but it was up to $8,000. And this was paying 72% interest. And it was daily compounding. So you're getting like a half a percent every couple days. It was crazy. And so I was taking my interest. I bought 3 coins for $2,000 and I staked them. And every week I was scraping my interest off and buying altcoins. And that's how I ended up with this whole bag of basically degen plays on here, of I'm just looking through here, like Render, Rally, Chili's, Fala, Aleph, Anchor, Darwinia, Saya Coin, Bridge Mutual, Polker. These were all coins from the last bull run that I had taken interest from YFDI and then swapped them out for altcoins. And this was, late 2020, early 21, before everything started pumping like crazy. So $80 of interest, got you a decent bag that after a 30x, now you're looking at $2,500. And that was each week I was scraping that interest off for almost 6 months. So I ended up lucky, getting a bunch of altcoins. Aragon was another one that did phenomenal in the last bull run. And now, this bull run, things are kind of changing for me. I'm moving more into like Alliance Block, Near Protocol, Kava, the AGIX, Fetch AI for the AI stuff. Acria Network. This was one that was, we thought it was a scam. We had sent in money for the pre-sale, and Facing Reality got in, basically my whole Discord, and I felt horrible. This coin and Apollo GSX and YFDI, those were the 3. But Acria, so come to find out, they were launching in the middle of the bear market, and they didn't want everybody just dumping the coins. So what they did is they launched the coin, but with very small liquidity. So all the idiots that just wanted to dump, they sold their whole bags and took like the 0.05 ETH that they could have got, when if they just waited another couple months like we are, or another year, who knows what this coin could do. So I have a bag of like 4,000 of them that cost me $200 a year and a half ago. And we wrote it off as a loss because the coins didn't get airdropped for almost a year and a half. And now, all of a sudden the project is back. It's an oracle. And it's funny because if you go to the website for Acria, it's really interesting what you see on there. They are supporting staking for, guess what coin? Bam, Pulse Chain. So, super bullish on this. Love it. They're going to have staking for Pulse Chain on there, which I love. So just little things like that make me, this is how that we play the game. We find stuff that, all these people that don't understand it, bearish, scam, rah, rah, rah. Okay, if you go and look at the kid who created this coin, he's German. Dominic is his name, and he is so smart. He is he's just a soft-spoken, kind of like introvert, nerdy type guy, but he's delivered on everything he said. And when things got tough, he didn't just release a project. He went and built further and went and kind of reverse course, and now his oracle could potentially be a competitor to Chainlink. And if he had just launched due to what the community freaking out and, oh, it's a scam, rah, 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 it would not have turned out like it did. He wouldn't have won this award at this he won this award at this competition in 2021. And, just little things like that, when you go and you look at the person, we invested in HEX. I did because of Richard Hart himself, the person. He sold me listening to him on streams. I was so confident in him. I'll buy anything that he puts out. So at some point, you have to be confident in the owner and founder as much as the use case and utility of the project. And that's where Acria, for me, did that. And now patience, we'll see what happens, So, all right, let's see what else we got. These are my, Quant, another big holding I have. I'm never getting rid of these. Staking is coming next year, and my Pulse Doge, this is the one I'm thinking of swapping 50 of them for Theta and some T-Fuel. I think, I got like, what would I get? 465 was my airdrop. So I've already sold like 100. I'm going to keep 300. I think that's a decent amount. I mean, it was completely free. I mean, yeah, it sucks that the price has dipped a bunch, but I don't know. I'm just something about Theta when we wanted to get it years ago and I didn't. It came back to Erwin really haunted me about that one. It was actually Erwin's fault. He was supposed to get it for me, and he totally forgot, which, can't blame him. But we were looking at it back early, like right here, November of 2020, when we got into YFDI and stuff. It's 60 cents all the way up to, I guess it was only like a 25x. So that wasn't that much. But, we're back down at rock bottom again. And now this cycle, it's going to be utility driven. So if these coins that are going to be pumping will be used, have communities, and it's not just going to be speculation and, oh my God, Elon tweeted, rocket eyes, going to the moon. Like that stuff is done with. And so some of the news, I want to end on this and kind of cover it. We're now we saw so much about England and their CBDCs and how excited they were with the new prime minister or finance minister He's friends with Gilbert Verdian at Quant, pro crypto. I forget his name. But now you're having the Bank of England governor expressing skepticism on the need for the digital pound shortly after the finance ministers worked on the digital euro. So now you have these guys. He's questioning the need for a wholesale CBDC, citing that there already is a wholesale central bank money settlement system with a major upgrade. So you're people are starting to see how crazy this is with a CBDC, a digital euro, and a digital pound. I mean, it's crazy. And then we're going to have the same thing: the digital dollar, our cash, and our own CBDCs fighting for it all. It's crazy. So the narrative is completely changing on CBDCs. They're not going to work. They're going to try to force them down our throat. It's not going to work. Actually, no, they're forcing them down the throat of other countries like China and Australia and India, and it's not working. People hate it. And you're seeing people now, even in England, start to question this. So I think the same thing's going to happen. They're going to have them, but they're going to have to substitute Bitcoin and other currencies as payments. They're going to have to. There's no other way around this, I don't think. And for us in the States, I think the CBDCs are going to come with universal basic income. Here you go. Here is your CBDC. It's your new and your UBI. Instead of getting your welfare check, you're now going to get this new CBDC. And if you switch over, we'll give you a 10% bonus. And people are going to do it. People will you're seeing it in Europe right now. They're offering like housing credits and money for families, and they're giving it to them in this new digital currency that is programmable, trackable, all the bad things. But once again, it's an offer. It's not something that is going to be forced upon you. They're very good at tricking people and creating situations where you take the offer thinking that you're being helped, when this completely turns around and bites you in the ass at the end. So this article too here, we've been talking a lot the last 6-8 months about carbon credits, right? With on Hedera HBAR with Dovu, with that project, what they're doing. XRP, they have their own carbon credit project. So I loved to see this article right here, and just showing that they don't believe this stuff can work. This is coming from Davos, which was going on right now in Switzerland. The richest elites in the world are there now, all meeting and planning and controlling our future. So simply trading carbon credits on the blockchain won't solve much for the environment. Carbon blockchain executives argue that companies must understand why they're using them and how to make a real impact. During a panel session in Davos, moderated by Cointelegraph, several executives from carbon blockchain platforms spoke about increasing interest from the companies in carbon trading. They say sustainability had been a trending topic, with many companies keen to get involved, but noted that many still don't understand it. She recalled talking to a sustainability manager of a big company who told her he doesn't know what a carbon credit is or how it works, but is being pressured by his marketing team to move this forward. She emphasized that companies won't be able to communicate what they are doing with carbon credits to their community if they don't even understand what it is. She added that one should be less concerned about the pricing behind the credits and more about the impact. She explained price comes second once the positive impact is understood. And then you have Matthew Porter saying carbon trading alone doesn't solve a lot with knowing why they're doing it and creating incentives and drivers. He also added that putting it on chain only solves a little bit of inefficiency. So this stuff, they're launching all these projects. Oh, that's right. Filecoin Green. That's what I couldn't think of earlier, because they're partnering with Lockheed Martin to do their cloud storage. And also they're launching this Filecoin Green, which meets all the ISO standards and all of the the climate nonsense, which I'm starting to think this stuff isn't even going to work. I think it's just more same thing with the CBDCs. It's going to all be an offer. I can't see people accepting this nonsense. It's too much change for no reason. And, this other article here was just talking about ushering in a new era of Web3 gaming by making play to earn sustainable. And, we started seeing it in this last bull run with like Steppin and, walking and Axie Infinity actually playing it. So these next version is the Gen Zero, they're calling it, and they're undeveloped, but they're talking about having fungible tokens in them to kind of drive value into the ecosystem, and then having NFTs for more invaluable game items. So just interesting, but just goes to show you where we're headed with crypto gaming, Web3, and then really, I didn't talk about it on this stream, but tokenizing assets. And you saw Goldman Sachs talk about it, the tokenization of real world assets. And that's a $700 trillion market that they're going to try to tokenize. I mean, everything, every little, everything in museums that are part of American history, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Statue of Liberty. I mean, it's endless, the stuff you could think of that can be tokenized and sold and broken down for a ton of money. And then that stuff is traded and it's leveraged, and all of a sudden you have a $700 trillion market now turning into quadrillions of dollars, if that's even, or quintillions, whatever it is. So you could just see how things are kind of evolving and where they're going. And gaming, that's why I'm so bullish on the couple coins that I chose to pull the trigger on for the gaming sector. Like Altura, that's one of them. Gala, obviously, where Vulcan Forged, they had a hack last year and that crippled the price, and they relaunched on Polygon, which was great, pretty much fixed everything, but the FUD lingered forever, and this coin dropped severely. I mean, it was at $45 or something. Yeah, it ran up to $45, and now we were under $3. So I bought 100 of them a couple months ago. I don't think they're staking for them, but I'm just letting them sit. And I think Vulcan Forge is going to be mad. I mean, it was a 15x to its previous all-time high, but now it's more like 13 or no, 11x. But that's one that I really like. And then Alluvium, that's also too. So I don't know what game in particular is going to be popular in the future, right? So I would rather invest in the incubators or the studios that are putting out all the games. So you don't have to necessarily bet on one. You're betting on the studio that's releasing them. And Alluvium, I mean, look at this. I mean, this coin ran up to $1,850, and now we've flatlined, at $50. We were at $40 a couple of weeks ago, or a couple months ago, which was insane to me. So I bought a little bag of it at like $45, and I wish I could just load up like 10 grand into this coin right now. I'm super bullish on it. They're launching this quarter, this thing goes live. Shout out Molly, Mel, HEX, HEX, Lucid Dreams, and Ben. They were a huge part of Vibra at the beginning. And oh wow, they're staking on Alluvium. I did not know that. So here we go. I'm gonna have to now stake my Alluvium. I didn't even know about this. This is what I'm gonna be doing after we get off stream. And wow, I'm both super excited about this right here. Alluvium, yeah, bullish as heck. Do your own research on that one. And then S Fund, another one I really like. Seedify, same thing, another incubator hub. And staking as well. Staking, where's the other game I want to talk about? Okay, Equilibrium. There, where is it? I can't find it. Equilibrium, but sorry, I'm all over the place right here. Cetify, I love this coin. Same thing, was up at 17 bucks almost. We're now at $1. And staking is phenomenal. I have mine locked up at 55%. You can do, I think, the 6-month, or no, I'm at 75%. The 180-day is, hold on a second. That's not all right. I can't log in because I'm in Brave, but the staking is awesome. I think I had 200 of them, and I locked them up for 90 days, and I got almost 30. I got like 29 in interest, so now I have 229, and I did the 180-day, and I'm pretty sure it was 70% APY. So the staking on this coin is phenomenal. It's on Binance though, so you need to. I mean, you can do it all through MetaMask. Just switch to Smart Chain. And then that's where Atomic Wallet is so key, because you can come into the exchange if you don't have Smart Chain, right? You can send in Ethereum, anything, and then swap for Smart Chain for BSC, and then you're going to send it to your MetaMask address. It's just your regular ETH address, your OX, whatever. You just go to Binance Smart Chain, and then your coins will be right there. And then you can connect your wallet here, and then you can swap right inside MetaMask. You can just swap on Binance. The fee's so cheap, you don't have to worry about it. And then you'll have your S fund right in your MetaMask wallet, and then you can lock it right up in here. And the 60 is, I want to say, 35%, 90 is 50%, and 180 is 70%. I'm almost positive. So, it's phenomenal. And then also for doing that, you get your SNFTs. So I have like 1,900 SNFT coins. You can then stake those too. I don't even know what they are. I haven't had time to look into it. But also, just for staking on here, you qualify for other projects that are launching in the future. So, I haven't even looked into this. So 50% reduced fees in the NFT marketplace. So owning SNFTs will give you access. So just by staking your coins on here gave me a bunch of those coins. So, we'll see what to do with them in the future. But, this is how I do crypto. I look for niches in the market that are going to be popular or are solidified. And then I look for the coins that have massive utility, have massive building going on, have a great social media, and have a low downside risk. I'm not buying S fund right here, in the middle of one of these pumps. Yeah, if you go and look at the 7-day, it looks, or the month, it looks like you're buying a huge pump. But when you zoom out, you're not. You're buying the beginning of the start of a new cycle, the end of a massive, massive, massive long consolidation. So, none of this is financial advice, but I just kind of wanted to go through, my portfolio and kind of where I'm at right now with, thinking about getting some theta. And, these are, obviously I like the ISO coins, XDC, XRP, XLM, but I own a lot of those in my IRA. So, this is my degen portfolio, trading, whatever. But I also have my IRA, which that's where I have a complete different bag of stuff, which all the coins in here I have for the long term, I'm never selling. XRP, XLM, Ethereum, Matic, Cosmos, Cardano, Algorand, Chainlink, Curve, AVAX, Solana, Polkadot, Aave, Graph, Engine, Mana, Tezos, Shib, Sushi, and Bat. So I actually made a ton on Decentraland the last day or two. It went up like 40%. So I actually bought some of it because I got a tip it was going to pump. I caught the 40% pump, and I think I bought 5 or 6 compound coins with the profit or something like that. So I have some compound in here too. But, these are things that the coins that I think are going to be long-term plays I don't ever want to touch. I think Cardano is going to be huge in the future. Same thing with Algorand. Same thing with Cosmos and Juno and Osmosis and all the stuff they're building. McDonald's just announced Happy Meal NFTs with Matic. You have Starbucks working with Polygon, some of the biggest companies in the world. So Avalanche too, they just signed a deal with Amazon Web Service. Solana. I'm probably the only person who's been saying consistently for the last 3-4 months, this is all FUD. Buy Solana. It is going to survive. Every time I look at transactions per second, Solana's in the top 5. Every time I look at developers currently on each chain, Solana's in the top 5 or 10. So in NFTs, top 5 or 10 every time. So people keep saying, oh, it shuts down. Oh, it keeps restarting. That's yes, but it's in beta mode right now. Solana is right now in one giant test mode. So this is when you get all the kinks out. And I don't know. I bought more Solana at $9, and I begged our Discord. I begged people to get in when it was down here at under $9. And if you had bought there, you 3x your money already. So Solana is a coin that I am never selling. I wish I added more on there. In there, I add this is old right here. I have 150. I doubled my bag at like $10 when it was dropping. After the FTX FUD, I sold a bunch of it and then bought the dip at like $14 and then DCA'd in, but bought this last 75 at like 950. So I'm loving that. And then Polkadot, they actually have staking on iTrust Capital, which is phenomenal. So you can now stake inside of an IRA tax-free. So it's the stuff we can do in crypto and in DeFi is just phenomenal. It's so exciting. And look at this. The SEC of Thailand issues crypto custody provider rules. So these are kind of the laws that are being set around the world as the United States sits back and watches and observes. Then we'll come in last and set rules so they're done correctly. We don't stifle innovation, and we benefit from, the fourth industrial revolution, which is cryptocurrency. So, yeah, man, the bubbles, look at that. It's exciting, to not come on here and just red all the time. Casper, buy some and stake it. Send it to your ledger. Let me see if it's I don't think it's on Atomic Wallet. Yeah, it's not. I had to have one of my friends get it for me on BitTrue because I'm in New York. We have no access to anything. But, at 65% down for the year, the low was 2.2 cents. Not financial advice, but that's less than 50% from here downside risk. That so 10.5% staking that mitigates that downside risk to like 35%. I don't know how much better it gets than that. So tune in tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Rags will be on here. Facing Reality will be on here. I hope it doesn't turn into a flat Earth, just crazy show. I won't let it get there, but might get a little weird. What about John May? At great point, great call. ICP, I completely just screwed up on that one. I knew to buy it when BitBoy was talking about it after that happened. And I unfortunately did not. And look at, under $4. And it's still $5. I still think this coin's going to do phenomenal. in the future. The more I look into it, my boy Chris at the Verse, shout out Chris. He's was telling me about ICP, and yeah, I really think that and Theta, shit. So now I got 2 coins I gotta get: Internet Computer and Theta. So might be selling 75 Pulse Dode now. Thanks, John May. Appreciate it. But yeah, no, I am super bullish on ICP. I didn't realize that they were such victims of FTX, and yeah, definitely one to keep an eye out on. Appreciate the heads up on that. And yeah, fellas, tomorrow 9:30, Facing Reality and Rags will be on. I'll be doing some tweets and stuff about it to pump it up. Hopefully get some people in here for it. Should be a fun show. Fun show. The earth is flat, bro. I can't say it is flat, but I can say with 1000% certainty we are not on a spinning ball traveling through space in every which direction at millions of miles per hour. So if we're flat, if we're a turtle, if we're a rectangle, great. I just know we're not on a spinning ball. So we'll leave it there. Don't want to go any down rabbit holes. Can't afford any more unsubs or unfollows. The shadow banning we are going through right now is crazy. So follow Vibra Finance on Twitter. If you don't, we'll be having more information about our planner in the next day or two that will be coming live this week. Like I said, we're looking for 100 people that can help out and leave us a positive review on Amazon. That's our goal, 100. I'd be happy with 50, to be honest, even 25, but really would like to hit a goal of 100. And we'll send you a free copy. And then, like I said, we want to do referral links. So anyone that's interested in putting a referral link up and selling them or getting them out there, we would love that. This is a great way of saving that like 2 hours you spend with every onboard. This is Ledger Live. This is two-factor. This is MetaMask. This is how you send. All of that. This is how you deposit onto Bitstamp. This is how you send off. That's such a long, boring process that we've saved. Lindsay has figured out a way around. You can now hand your onboard this planner, and they'll come back to you with Ethereum on their ledger ready to go. So I'm super excited about this. Reach out to us if you're interested. Oh man, Hex Ray, you are a legend, my man. I'm gonna call you shortly to talk about North Carolina. I really, really want to get down there and join you guys because our planner is pretty much ready to go. And I want to figure out a way to scale onboarding to the masses. And I think this is one of the ways with on top of education, where we can, instead of spending an hour and a half with one person, you can spend that hour and a half hopefully getting in front of thousands and then send them each a planner. And now you're 2 hours. Now, you have 1,000 people with Ethereum on their ledger in a couple weeks versus 2 or 3. So, we'll see. Woke up to Vibra Alpha. Let's go. Appreciate it, Max. Well, you're going to have to be replay gang because we're signing off. Got a big day tomorrow with Facing Reality and Rags. I know you had an epic stream yesterday with Facing Reality. I think that's probably why you're waking up right now. Your head was probably spinning faster than the heliocentric model, and we are, around what are we spinning around the sun? It's so crazy. I can't even wrap my head around it. So 9:30 tomorrow morning with Rags to Riches and Facing Reality. We'll be talking about Texan Token, Texit, the whole community behind there, and just super excited for what's going on. And like I said earlier, community is everything. If you don't have utility, if you don't have a great use case, but you have a cult-like following, your coin will be just fine. And that's where HEX, if, you know, Richard died or whatever, something happened, and the community will keep us moving along and developing. And, you know, that's where communities, if you don't have what HEX has or what we had a year ago and are building, you're in big trouble. So on that note, we will see you guys in the morning. Appreciate all the love, John May. Appreciate you. Tin Top, appreciate you stopping by. Torin, appreciate the love. Erwin, Bifinesse, David May, or David James. Jesus, I know I've been staring at screens too long when you're combining words. So, all right, guys, we will see you tomorrow morning, 9:30, and we're gonna face reality with a Ginger and myself. See ya.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.